Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John.
I'm Claire.
That's Ted on the sofa. I don't know where the girls are. They're around somewhere. This is Many a True Nerd, and welcome to FTL Captain's Edition, because the Captain's Edition replaces Faster Than Light. FTL now stands for Captain's Edition, which is fine, because you can't spell Captain's Edition without FTL. And you also got some spare letters left over at the end of it, but most of them actually. But the T is useful in addition, so it kind of works in a way. Okay, so I need to explain what we're doing here this evening. Should probably, but John, it's Saturday. Saturday's not stream day, so I'm going to explain what's happening right now. I think the music might be a tiny bit aggressive. Let's just turn that music down. There we go. That's a little bit better. Music might be a tiny bit. No, so okay, what's happened here was there was supposed to be a video here, okay, and I'm going to tell you precisely what the videos are, so you know what's coming up. Okay, so what I did yesterday was I looked over my long list of games I want to make videos out of, because sometimes this goes back to things that have been recommended long ago, stuff that happens to be like on sale on Steam that just kind of draws my attention, etc., etc. And a game from last year I really wanted to check out was Dread Delusion, which is like a super old school, a janky open world RPG that's clearly super inspired by Morrowind. So I sat down on Friday and I played it and I loved it. But then I realized, oh, this is really quite long. This is worryingly long.
How much footage you got?
Well over 3 hours, but hacked down, it was even taking out all the gaps and edited down a little bit, it was still well over an hour. So okay, this is going to be a problem. This is a problem here. Can I actually edit this on Saturday? I get it out in time for Saturday's video. And I thought, okay, possibly. But you know what would be an easier option? I hear a cat meowing in the background. Okay, what we'll do is we'll put Dread Delusion back a week. That will now come out on Saturday the 9th of August. That's fine. So what we'll do instead is I'll record something. Hello, random screaming cat in the background.
I'll go get her.
She's literally dragging a toy along the corridor because she wants someone to play with one of her toys. Or she likes making noise. So I thought, okay, what I'll do on Saturday instead, rather than stressing myself the hell out, desperately editing a really long video in a desperate attempt to get it ready, is I'll just start early on Saturday and I'll record something shorter that I can just record. Because if I record something shorter, it'll be faster for me to record something new and then edit that than it will be to edit the really, really bloody long Dread Delusion. So I sat down with a little cool janky simulator about digging a hole. Prison escape simulator. That's £4 on Steam. And it's dumb and it's janky, but it was fun. The problem was that also turned out to be extremely long. So, oh god, I've made the situation worse rather than better. So it's 4 or 5 p.m. on Saturday, and now I've got 2 videos sitting there, and neither of which I've got any chance of being able to edit in time for Saturday. So
now I would
Claire's
point out
gesturing
that
at
even
me,
though it sounds silly to say I'm just going to record something else on Saturday that'll be shorter and blah blah blah, we have done this before.
We've done this
Done
before.
it before and it
many
has
times.
worked.
Many times this is what's happened before. So now instead what we've got is Dread Delusion scheduled for a very long video in a week's time, and Prison Escape Simulator scheduled for a week and a half's time on the 13th. I've got something secret I can't talk about yet that's already done and ready for next Wednesday. So you've got a whole bunch of videos in the bag, which is great. Then I just recorded some Shogun 2, just to between the time I finished that and now. And as a result, yes, now I thought, okay, the only thing we can do now is FTL Captains, is a stream. And I'm quickly okay, what do we do? Rome Total War? Question mark. Hades 2? Question mark. It's FTL. People have always said FTL's got some really big, overhauly mods. There's 2 big ones. There's a multiverse. And there's Captain's Edition. And Multiverse is a bit more out there, and Captain's Edition is a bit more and a bit more kind of lore friendly and just an expanded
Cat,
FTL.
Stop going behind the computers.
Hello, spicy spaghetti girl. So yes, basically Captain's Edition was. I thought, okay, let's start with Captain's Edition, which is very similar to FTL, but with new events, new weapons, new everything. It's basically just a big expanded FTL, and I've never played it before. I literally loaded up one ship for one jump, like earlier today after I got the mod working. Check the mod didn't immediately crash. Clare Island stream will be next Thursday. That's the plan. But
we didn't do it today because obviously we started that on a Thursday, and so we want to continue it in the same kind of, you know. And
speaking of which, I've turned off super chats because I kind of want this to be a live stream that's a bit more like an actual video, given it's supposed to be on a video slot. So there's going to be less donation reading because there shouldn't really be donations. There might be a few member messages, so Claire's still here. But yes, we just thought this is going to be like, this is basically going to be like a long form video. But yes, basically I just recorded 2 things in a row that were too long for me to edit, and they were both supposed to be short and manageable. But they're both going to be coming up over the next week and a half with good long, so you've got good long videos coming up over the next week and a half, basically. But yes,
Jake says John's other option, of course, was having a night off, but I don't know if John knows what that is.
No, we had to do something tonight. But like, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like one run on a hard mode, and that's not like die in the first like 5 minutes. But like, I'm assuming I can manage hard mode, even though I'm looking at this right now. I'm just like, okay, hang on. What's that thing in the background? I don't... Wait, you can't see what... Okay. Also, hang on. I remembered to actually switch OBS into fade mode from transition. So previously it's just on snap transitions. But now... Oh, look at that smooth shit. Look at that smooth shit. Now you can see what I can see.
And now you can see how much I had to remove from this to make the thumbnail.
Now, what's this in the background? This is the thing in the background. Are these fighters? Are they like fighter craft? I don't know. Also, hilariously, I assume that this mod hasn't actually been updated since Into the Breach came out. Because, like, Into the Breach is now over the top of presumably a note from the main person who made this. So, that's... It's been a while. This mod's been around for quite some time, presumably from before Into the Breach, which is delightful. So yes, this is basically, yes, a big overhaul mod that's like it keeps the core of FTL. It's supposed to be very lore friendly, but like, you know, just with new stuff that I'm unfamiliar with. So we're just gonna, like, you know, jump in. Like, they've given like the portraits. There's flipping portraits now.
What?
They're not just little blobby people. They're still blobby people over here. But look, they're portraits now. But yes, they've got different weapons. Like the dual laser 2, I think is precisely the same as it was ever before. But the basic missile launcher has been replaced with a Periton missile launcher. So it fires 2 missiles for a charge of 1. So it's like this, and it's got an FTL fuel recycler. So you can just create FTL fuel by recycling spent fuel cells. Requires an empty beacon, so you can just, like, you know, create new fuel. The Kestrel just does different things these days. There's little, like, drawings or whatever. The NG, they look like this, apparently, when you get up close to them. That's broadly how I imagine them. That's absolutely fine. So, that's all. But it looks like the actual effects are the same. Like, you know, NG good at fast repair, but bad at dealing damage in combat. They've still got, like, the heavy ion, NG medbot. Oh, pharmaceuticals, though. That's different. So, okay, shipment of extremely effective medicine and producing any space. Common trade goods. Okay. Possibly you could put cargo in the augmentation slots these days.
Nice.
Fancy. The Osprey, of course, has still got its classic jewelers. Ooh, human but pink. La-di-da.
Very on brand.
And you're a mantis. You know what? I would have thought mantises had, like, bigger
mandibles.
Yeah, mandible McGibbles. I always imagine them as with bigger mandibles than that. And you'll be a slug, right? No, you're a rock man. Okay, with little kind of glowing golem style eyes. Fascinating. My favourite has always got to be the Adjudicators. Always a good shot. Right there. And that comes with Auto Beam. Fast shot support beam sights continually keep enemy ships under fire. Charge time 5 seconds. So wait, when it starts firing, it just keeps firing. And a special missile launcher. But yes, scrambles targeting system of basic defense drones. Oh, so it can actually bypass defense drones. Well, that's nice, all things considered. Obviously, Zoltan Shield is classic, but this also comes with the ion field. It's alright, disrupts enemy shield systems, permanently depletes 1 shield bubble. Oh, 3 power combat augment. So if I power that, don't know how I power that. Presumably there's like an extra thing that shows up on the McGibble. Okay, that's exciting. Then, of course, you've got, like, you know, the lovely, sexy ships for the Mantis. For, like, you know, doing a boarding and whatnot. A bit on the dangerous side. And the rock ship as well. With an ammo manufacturer. So in the event that there's an empty beacon, I can literally produce missiles. That's kind of exciting. And, of course, the stealth ship, which is always terrifying. That's classic with the titanium and the long-range scanners. Comes with a hull beam and a burst scatter. That's pretty much what they had. And, of course, the crystal ship as well, with a neural stun. Presumably, like, yeah, not an ion stunner type McGibble. So, yeah, actually pierces shields rather than actually acting like an ion that also stuns. It pierces shields to knock out multiple enemy crew, which is kind of exciting. So let's just start with a classic Kestrel. Let's just start with the classic Kestrel. So we've got all of that. And I feel like, yes, we should definitely have, given, you know, we've got here, that's, you're supposed to look like Ripley. I think that's supposed to look a little bit like Ripley right there. It's kind of a Ripley. Good space, kind of space cad smirk there.
Mm-hmm.
Like a good space cad smirk. Right there. That's always a good option. Right there. I think we've definitely got to have, under the circumstances, we've got to have, with a little smirk, Ted's.
What? Rude.
Excellent. We're Ted with his little smirk. I think that's perfectly reasonable. And of course, humans can be all sorts of fun, exciting, sexy colours. Just lovely. But I think we're going to have Xena. Yeah, then we're going to have Xena, who I think could be on, like, weapon systems.
Yeah.
Xena has got the sharpest, got the sharpest claws. And also, we will, of course, have Willow in the ship as well. Do you have, like, a grey? So, like, a grey colour? Because I know there were some, like, colours at the end that were, like, alien-y colours. It's not really a grey, to be honest. So, fair enough, that can be Willow. In that case, that works perfectly reasonably. So, okay, we've got, yes, Ted, Xena, and Willow on the ship. I'm going to be playing on a hard mode. I see no reason not to still have the advanced content enabled. Why not? And yes, if I can actually produce fuel if the beacon is empty. So I don't need to worry so much about fuel. Yes, my missile launcher fires 2 missiles, but only actually spends 1. So that's absolutely fine. And yes, we'll just kind of rename this as it's all of that. It's going to be many a true herd, as it's all of the animals. So the many a true herd is setting off on a hard mode. Oh no, this is going to be a problem. So, we're still doing the same thing we were anyway. We're carrying a data vital to the remaining Federation fleet, so that's absolutely fine. And interceptors. Fast ships can dodge a lot of your attacks, target their helm or engines first to slow them down. Is that the same as in the base game, or is this a new type of ship? I don't know. Oh, you prepare the ship for an FTL jump, and I can do things.
Oh, nice.
So presumably I could, yeah, produce fuel if I wanted to. That's the thing I could produce. I could socialise with the crew, or consider some upgrades to your custom ship equipment. I'm going to do some socialising. So walk around the ship, see you can find special blue options are never a bad idea, so look around some more, change your mind, do something else. No, we're going to have a word with my humanoid crew members. I feel like Ted and Xena would just, like, hang out and be friends. Okay, your humanoid crew member wants to stop the rebels from taking over this peaceful sector, but it makes it seem hopeless. Well, I should have just produced something then. That didn't seem like it did much at all. So, yes, we've got... Oh, no. Xena goes in the weapon room. Xena's definitely in the weapon room. Xena is 100% on in charge of weapons. Turn off med bay, power up engines to maximum.
Wait, who's in shields?
Huh? Willow.
Well, but Ted is the god.
You know what? Would you trust... I was about to say, would you trust Willow to fly the ship? Wouldn't you trust anyone to fly... Any of these people to fly the ship?
No.
Ted being the guard does sort of make sense. Plus, this means Ted and Xena are kind of working across the hall from each other. I'm not sure I trust Willow being in charge of the ship.
Of the driving?
I'm not sure I trust Willow to drive. As soon as we find another crew member, they can take over piloting.
I don't trust Ted to drive either. Ted, I love you. I don't trust you to drive, Big
Ted is a good guard dog, so Ted could be in shields. That's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, when we find a new person, we can maybe put Willow in engines, and she can produce zoomies for us.
Yes. Then she can just hang around the back of the engine where it's toasty. So that's all absolutely fine. So okay, are we dealing with a troll sector, or is this... No, there is a way to get around this galaxy from any direction. So yes, apparently, like, you know, this is going to be very similar to FTL, but a whole bunch of events I've not seen before, weapons I've not seen before that I don't know what they do, so we're just going to have to, like, you know, figure it out as we go. So that is a ship repair drone showing up. Wow, this early. Some form of basic blaster, some form of basic beam. Now, in the base game, of course, the enemy's very bad at actually synchronizing its beam when it's actually time to use the beam. Whether that's still going to be the case here, or whether, like, the mod makes them sync things up a little bit better, it's hard to say. They're also, yeah, attempting to flee. So we just need to fire. And I think there was coincidence. Sadly, we just lost the missile launcher because they did hit the missile room. But yeah, if we just take out the... I think we need to focus on just knocking out their attempt to flee right now. This is going to take a little bit. They could just get away just because it's going to be difficult to... Oh, some sort of flak, actually. Right, get the missile launcher back online, please. Thank you. We just need to stop them fleeing. I need to actually hit them with both shots to make it happen. Yeah, there's little bits of flak going on. Get the shield back up here. I'm just going to wait until we've got... Yeah, because their repair drone's doing nothing. I'm aware the jump is imminent. Fire 2 missiles at shield to get the shield down, and then we can try and knacker their hull. So, go. We got something, and hopefully one of these will hit the bridge, and we can stop them jumping out. Okay, they now can't jump. And their shield is down for the time being. So, the problem is, yeah, they're healing up their hull, but their shield's going to remain down until they've actually done the repairs. So let's just knock out weapons. Go. That's going to stop them. Yeah, they've got some sort of like little flak thing. It doesn't hit very hard, but it is there. And given we're firing 2 missiles for the price of 1, and I think they can't dodge right now because, you know, the thing's down. These are both guaranteed to hit. Yeah, so their weapons are now definitely out and... How did you jump? Did they repair the hull? Should I have gone for the hull there? Oh, that's going to be bad. Okay, that's fine. I think I must have missed that they got their hull back online. Okay. Automated rebel ship. They've got... Oh, you've got hacking. Okay, they'll be sending in a hacking drone. Hopefully it goes for a fairly harmless room. That looks like a missile launcher. I don't know what that is. It's going for doors. Relatively harmless. That's basically a waste of time. So that's fine. I just don't know what this is. Whatever it is, it's about to fire. So that's 1 missile. I'm going to wait for my own missile first. Looks like a fairly basic just attack there. That was a miss. And, oh, hang on. There was something about high energy something there. But I didn't catch it.
Isn't it the sunflame?
No, it looked like it was something when it hit my shield. I think that's got some sort of special effect on it. So, shield's down. Knock out weapons. But yeah, because this is an automated ship, it's self-destructing. That's new. Okay, interesting.
I mean, that's the point, right?
It's never self-destructed before.
Yeah, but the point is that it's got new stuff.
Yes, that is true. Now, there's also fire coming in. The problem with the door being locked down is... Okay, we've still got the McGibble. Is the self-destruct technically going to trigger when you try and flee? Well, the FTL's delayed for the time being while we're just working on weapons. When the flare comes in, the way you deal with that regularly is open the doors to just deoxygenate the rooms that are on fire. If they've locked down my doors, I can't do that. So, okay. We should be able to nail both of these shots. And you are dead. And as a result, we can just deoxygenate this area. And that should be fine. Okay. That is fine. Just wait for that fire to go out. Hopefully it doesn't spread into the shield room. As soon as it goes out, we can jump. So hopefully that happens before we get to the... Yep, there we go. Everything's back to where it should be. We've still got 5 missiles in hand. If I go this way, that might be a bit on the dangerous side. I'll just head southwards. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. But okay. We've now got civilian. Okay, recharging FTL. Hello, nice cruiser. We're an almost unarmed merchant vessel, and we are no threat. They seem to feel threatened. They're an easy target to seize the cargo. That feels like bait to me. Like, we are almost unarmed. We are no threat to you. That feels like they're trying to bait me, like this is like a sting, like they're the space cops.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is the space cops.
Or it's just a regular ambush.
Trying to bait me. Well, it's not a very good ambush, because if I ignore them, then presumably nothing happens. Yep. It was a terrible ambush, Claire. We're just going to stay back. Also, Xena took a little bit of damage from being on fire at some point, so we're just going to send her to the vet. There we go. Xena just goes to the vet. There we go. Back to the room, and don't forget to power the missile launcher again. Okay. Still a sign of, you could make it over to there, but if we go down in that direction, I feel like we just, yeah, skirt round the top rather than trying to go down bottom. Down bottom might be a bit on the nasty side. Okay, automated little repair drive. I think this event exists in the base game, but it doesn't have little arms. Little arms.
Yeah, that ship I think is new.
The ship is new. The event.
Very cute.
Try and get something for free. Attack the repair station. That's mean. 5 damage for 10 scrap. Honestly, I feel like we don't need that right now, and I'd rather try and save up some scrap, because we don't have very much. There's a store here, but I won't be able to afford anything at the store, so there's kind of no point. Like, 19 scrap gets you nothing. So, okay. Ooh. Civilian ship flagged as trader. Federation are just as good. We buy from anyone here. Ship gear is only available for preferred customers. You make it if you sell for a good price. This tug attack. Okay, I'm sensing that in Captain's Edition there might be a lot more, you know, flipping neutral encounters where potentially we need to you know, we could just say, you know what, that's fine, live and let live, but then we don't get anything. The thing is, this guy just said a Federation just as good, which means I think he's primarily trading with rebels. That makes him a collaborator, which means that murder is acceptable, though you're about to commit an act of piracy. This might disturb your crew. Let's see how Xena feels about piracy, because I feel like Ted might object.
Yeah, Teddy Bear might object a little bit.
Let's see how the crew reacts. Piracy isn't really protocol. Decide the ends justify the means. Your crew is highly I wonder what happens if my crew gets disturbed. Fascinating. Well, they're running away immediately, because I'm trying to murder them. Okay, there's a lot more fleeing. So we're just going to, like, you know, just try and knack them as best we can immediately. Send the missiles out first. Take out shields. We've got the best chance of hitting everything. We've got to get them out. That's good. And if we can hit weapons before they can fire the... Yeah, they don't get the flipping pipe beam off. So that means... Okay. The problem is they are attempting to flee now, but probably their pilots run over here to try and do repairs. So there might be no one currently in the cockpit. Yes, FTL's delayed. No one's in the cockpit. We know no one's in the cockpit, which means we know we can hit the cockpit, and now there's nothing they can do. You're more well-armed than we would have thought. We surrender. Do you think maybe my crew will be happier with me if I accept to surrender?
Yes.
Like, we did... Like, okay, there's levels of piracy. There's, like, you know, there's going up to someone and murdering them, and there's going up to someone and mugging them. And we all agree that the mugging isn't as bad. Now, in this case, I went up to someone, shot them in the kneecaps, and then mugged them, which is also bad. But really what I've done is I've damaged their ship. But I don't think, well, they might have been slightly wounded. But I think we accept the surrender because...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because if these were the rebels, no. But I think on this occasion, that's fine. They decided to naff off. You've just committed an act. Yeah, it was barely any piracy.
Willow!
Okay, so piracy... Willow was not willing to accept piracy. She decided, no, peace out. Willow has officially... Willow has peaced out. Okay, so Ted's flying the ship now. Willow decided Willow was too good for us. Willow decided she wasn't willing to... Claire's got to go get Willow. Willow was too morally good for this war. Willow will be safe for whatever happens next. That's true. Willow's fine. This is fine. We've still... Ted and Xena are still together. That's the important bit. So, okay, we've got... Okay, pirates. That's reasonable. No one can object to murdering pirates. That's... You literally got nothing, but... You've got a...
Drones?
You literally can't bypass my shield with a mini beam, but they've got some sort of robot thing here. Which is just possibly they'll, like... fire an intruder bot at me? This is just a really weird ass ship that literally can't hurt me. It's hard to say. Take down the shields. One of these should hit. It looks like they literally can't do anything to me. I'm just going to take out their robot because I feel like whatever's going on, They're trying to escape. Well, it's too late for that, I'm afraid, because FTL's already delayed because they're desperate trying to get shields and weapons and everything back online. Don't need to actually bother getting weapons back. Wow, you exploded nice and easy. So, okay. That gets us a big old pile of scrap. And also, because we killed them so fast, presumably, yes, the station has agreed to give me some stuff. So, okay, now we've got some... Ooh, distress signal. I think we've got time to get to that distress signal and still loop down to the bottom. Let's go to all... This might be a proper new distress event. Ted and Zeta dealing with it on their own. So, okay. Nearby human mining colony, simple but unknown disease has spread virulently. They're trying to set up a quarantine. A riot could happen. Send in the crew to help. Or ignore and move on.
They're up to date with their vaccines.
Go, Ted, go! Zena's gone.
No! No, baby, go! Baby, go!
We're down to just Ted.
Oh, no!
You have no choice but to leave them on the station in the hope they develop a cure quickly. Maybe they'll come. Maybe she'll come back later. We've had to leave. We've left her on the ship because she's infected, but she's not dead. She's just back on the ship. It's literally Ted. It's just Ted. There's no one else on the ship right now. Claire's not doing well emotionally. We've lost both the cats in Sector 1. Hello, travellers. Your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Would you like to take up some mercenary work? Absolutely. Tip from the space marshals. When a fugitive will be passing through our systems. You have the firepower to take him down. You intercept the ship once it passes by. Dead or alive pays better. Yes, I agree. And... they took so long to arrive that fleet pursuit has doubled, which means we might be about to run into the fleet.
LOL.
And also that's a Zoltan ship, which takes a long time to just cut through their shields. And we've got no backup. We might be about to die in Sector 1 due to unfortunate cat-related accidents. Fire everything we've got at just taking this thing down. So that is... what is this thing that's coming in right now? I don't know, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Bare minimum double thing should mean... okay, we're almost through. Almost through. One more shot should take care of this. That's... oh, that was a weird beam. It's hit our... again, it doesn't really matter. It's hit our engines. It's a weird, super fast beam. Okay, we're through the Zoltan shield. Now we just need to get some flipping... yeah, missiles at their shielding system, please. Go. Shields down. Kill their weapons. They've got a weird, super fast McGibble, and we've got no shields. But they've got no weapons. So I think we're going to win. If they surrender, the whole point was take them alive. So we do want to do that if at all possible. And they're getting shields operational again. Let them get the missiles, because presumably they are probably not piloting right now. So take these shields back down. And this should be a-okay. Go for the cockpit. Okay, so dead, not alive. He didn't offer to surrender. Not my fault. So, okay. We've got good supplies, bare minimum. And unfortunately, the entire pirate crew was destroyed. But we still get, like, you know, some money. John needs to go and repair the ship by himself. Sorry, Ted. Ted's all on his own in space right now. Ted doesn't like being alone. Ted gets very worried. Ted gets very anxious if he's on his own. Now he's all on his own in space.
Okay, you didn't need to make it worse, John.
We need to go and get Ted some friends.
Oh.
We need to get Ted some space friends.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
You'll notice I returned without a Willow, and that is because...
she was hiding somewhere.
Well, yes, I think she went upstairs to sleep under the bed, which she likes to do.
She does.
And then I went near Xena, and she was like, I'm gonna get picked up!
Nope, run. Well, at least we've got a decent amount of scrap. Maybe we could just, like, buy a John at the next shop. Damn it, because of the double speed. Okay, we're now Ted and his own is now going to be taking on presumably a oh, or not. A dilapidated space station. This is definitely new. Board the station, look for survivors. Okay, the thing is, Ted could die and then the run's over, but there could be a Claire on the station who could give Ted cuddles. I'm sending Ted in. I think Ted would go looking for humans.
Yeah, absolutely
I think Ted would go looking for humans. All we find is the stench of death and decay.
Oh,
it reminds you of
babies.
Xena.
Oh my God, John.
Well, We got some scrap at least. Now we need to... Okay, that was not actually in the thing, so we just need to get out of here right now. Well, we were hoping for a friend. Okay, some kind of battle fleet has come through here lately. Surrounding guard outposts are unresponsive, show no life signs. They don't have the relay intact. You have to decide where to go from here. There's also a refueling station, so... yeah, buy fuel. Loads of fuel, not much fuel. Fuel is okay. I don't think we need to do that. So let's just save our money. Not attack the fuel station. Bad call. So ignore the station and move on. Okay, we've survived Sector 1.
The Willow Traverse.
I think Willow may have possibly gone and set up a cult.
Or a commune.
This could be absolute coincidence. But I think we have to go to the Willow Traverse.
Obviously.
Willow, like...
That's where Ted would go.
Well, there's some weird explosions going on in the background. You're en route towards another sector. Engineering asset. We don't have an engineering department. It's just... I think Ted's hearing voices. Ted's hearing voices right now. So, okay. We can travel at minimum FTL speed to the next sector using emergency fuel, or travel at standard FTL speed using the usual amount of fuel. Okay, we've got plenty of fuel for now. Yes, let's go at regular speed. And as a result, okay, presumably, yeah, that changes what happens. You'd have to spend fuel during the transition, and if you don't choose to do that, maybe the enemy fleet catches up or something. I don't know. But okay, this is a well-charted civilian sector. Most planetary governments here have surrendered. Rebel military presence is light. Might offer you a bit of a rest. So, socialise with your crew while the FTL charges.
No!
Ted's lost it. Ted's fucking lost it. Ted's complete. Produce fuel using our production thing. Yes, there we go. Do we recycle some fuel? So that gets... Wow, 4 fuel. Okay, so yeah, we can spend fuel quite freely. So that is nebulas. Just check that we've actually got the ability to... Yeah, we can easily go that route. And yeah, we could go either route. Probably best we... Yeah, try and avoid nebulas for the most part. Nebulas can be dangerous. So we'll go this way and stay out of the nebula for the most part. We need to do another crew member. So, fine, after months of waiting, someone's fallen into our trap. Okay, that's a pirate. We're allowed to murder pirates. We can't offer surrender because they'll take Ted. And that's... Oh, you have got some form of hacking. What are you hacking? Pilot. Not the worst thing in the world. That just means we can't dodge. But, you know, our dodge wasn't good anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. No idea what that thing is. But that is fine. Okay, well, actually, if this is going to be... Well, actually, is that currently powered? That's a basic attack. That'll just take the shield down. Put the shield back up again. Oh! Is that mines?
Maybe.
Mines does. Right, see if we can just take out the shield, and then, just in case that's going for something nasty, yeah, go for that. Offering a surrender. But I feel like we've kind of got their number, so I don't accept it because they're pirates. Now, they find something. Here they come. Like very slow mines or something, though. Right, just slow-moving mines. They are very slow, but maybe very accurate on account of the slowness. Well, bare minimum, we can just keep knackering their weapons. They can't do anything to me, so yeah, we've got their number at this point. How's everything down in the chat, Claire?
Oh, everyone's a little sad about the
I've made everyone sad.
Yeah.
I would have accepted surrender if they'd offered me, like, you know, a new crew member.
Yeah.
I'd have accepted a new crew member. That would have been perfectly acceptable. So, yeah, we'll go through the nebula at this point. We just need a person. Poor Ted. Just little floaty naval mines. So, okay. Rebel Scout moves into attack. Nothing too dangerous by the looks of it. I mean, if we don't find a good shot, we might just want to invest in just a little flicker. Ah, this is just a little kind of background little background electronic storm. Not a proper, actually, it is a proper storm. No, this is a basic nebula, not a big stormy nebula. So it's just, yeah, sensors not working. But my sensors weren't particularly working anyway. So yeah, we should be able to... Oh yeah, this is one of those extraordinarily rapid fire McGibbles. So yeah, they're just kind of putting a flak on my weapons. What we really need is just to take out the shield with one of these and then knock out their weapons. Okay, core breach, containment field. Now would be a good time to evacuate. FTL, right, they're trying to do something to us. We need to knacker them before they get out of here. So that's fine. They've got no shield, so let's just hit their primary. Yep, FTL delayed. I've got plenty of missiles, so I'm happy to continue firing. And down you go. Took a tiny bit more damage, but didn't seem to do any damage to, yes, the actual systems in those rooms. Got so much flipping of fuel right now. Let's go here, because then that'll give us the most options. Hopefully one of these will be a shop.
Yeah,
And then we can just explore around... yeah, maybe, like, explore all the way around here. We've got plenty of time for the time being. We've still got a decent amount of hull hit points. So, okay, you see a rebel ship waiting nearby. Looking for you. Doesn't look like it's particularly well armed, to be honest. Attack the ship. Yeah, I'm seeing one weapon. That's... oh, no, it had a little mini beam hidden at the back. Had a little mini beam. Literally hidden. But if they don't kind of sync up their weapons well, then that's not going to be too much of a problem. So, hopefully the mini beam will, like, fire first, or we'll get our thing back. Gosh darn it, they hit the one room I didn't want them to hit. We'll just have to go for weapons and hope. And John, you're going to have to go and repair that. Well, we took out the mini beam, which is precisely what we need to do. So now we're just basically racing to flipping fix up the McGibbles. But if we're lucky, we can just keep up the pressure on that. That was a double miss. Oh yeah, we just need to fix up this room as soon as possible. But if we can, just kind of, yeah, deal with that. Okay, we're keeping the mini beam down. Just, you are back online. Okay, that is, you know what, actually, John, you're probably better off just focusing on getting the weapons working faster. You're probably better off, actually, yeah, just keeping focused on the weapons room. And now 0 weapons. Good. Got plenty of missiles for the time being, and get the shields back down again. Shields took a little knock, but nothing too bad. But hopefully they're now. Yeah, I think they've. I think we saw the doors going, so I think no one's on. No one's on the actual cockpit for the minute. So this is going to be. Yeah, we can guarantee the hits, which is good. But I'd rather get the missiles on that. They're getting more systems back online step by step. But that is the missile. Sorry, the ship's completely gone. That'll be the weapons completely gone, and we've got them. They won't be able to repair that in time, so we don't need to waste any more missiles. We can just lay down more fire. If you want to surrender and send over, like, you know, a John or a Claire, that'd be great. We are 100% ready to simply accept a new crew member. Anytime you like. Come on, cross your fingers for shop. Distress and store. I think we've got to do store first. Stores can have crew members available for hire. So it adds an engineer. And also, this trader has access to a cargo teleporter. You'll be able to make a quick deal here. So yeah, I can literally fill up one of my slots with something. And then I could maybe sell it down the line, presumably to profit. I will take some basic space rations. I don't want to spend as much as I would do on luxury goods. But yeah, we'll see if someone offers me a really good price for space rations down the line. That's absolutely fine. So, okay, continue. Hi, crew.
What?
Okay. That is... No one's got any skills. We have a rock man who would be, yeah, immune to fire. I think I'm going to hire Claire. That's going to be you, Claire. You're going to take care of Ted in space, okay?
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we need that. So Claire's definitely being hired. We could have a big bomb. So, actually, just out of interest. No, the fact I get 2 for the price of 1 to this missile launcher is unique to this missile launcher. It's not an augment I could apply to other explosive weapons. And this guy's selling nothing but explosive weapons. And here we go. This is probably what we saw earlier. Cluster bombs. 3 self-teleporting explosives, damage systems and crew, but not the hull. Okay. And then the big bomb reloads and deploys slower than small bomb launchers, but does more damage. And a big LATO missile launcher. That's the classic from the base game. Honestly, I feel like we should, yeah, just fix up the ship. We're okay on missiles and whatnot. Space rations, if I sold them here, I'd take a loss. But presumably they'll be like relevant in events or something. I don't really want to buy a second missile launcher. If I could damage systems, yes, self-teleporting explosives. It doesn't say whether it bypasses... Actually, hang on. Cluster bombs teleport multiple payloads past shields and defense drones land directly on the ship. Only needs 1 power. But I can't afford it unless I sell something.
It's a long charge, yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave it for now. We'll save up for maybe... Or I could have another crew member.
I mean...
Yeah, you know what? I think we have to.
Yeah, John!
I think we now officially have, can we rename everyone? There we go. I think we have to have John and Claire on the ship.
Baby puppy.
It's okay, Ted. You're no longer alone. This is actually like Ted's real life story. He ended up alone, but then he got adopted by us. We've rescued him.
Well,
We've rescued Ted from the space shelter.
Okay, but you did also, like, manage to lose his sisters first.
Okay, Ted's back in there. Claire, you're going on the weapons, because you're not driving.
No.
I'm driving, because I'm the only one in this household that has a driving license and knows how to drive.
Much.
So I'm driving. I'm driving the boat. You're on the pew-pew machine.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, your job is to go pew-pew-pew. Ted's on guard duty. We now actually have... we've put it together. I'm really hoping... I wonder if... Was it just coincidence? This was the Willow set. Let's go see if it's maybe Willow in distress.
Baby girl.
Let's see if Willow needs assistance. I'd love to think this wasn't coincidence and Willow will just be here waiting for us. So, okay. We've got a small civilian station. They've been raided repeatedly by ships coming from a nearby pirate stronghold. We're actually they're actually hoping for rebels to come and save them. Maybe the Federation is still good for something. Will you help us? Offer to stay and repel the next attack. Offer to lead the charge against the pirates' hideout that's located in a nearby asteroid belt. I'll explain this is none of your business. I feel like leading a charge against the pirates' hideout might be a bit much, but I'd say
yeah,
we could go for the middle option. Stay a while. You know, I think that we're quite far ahead of the...
Yeah, we are quite.
Yeah, we're quite far ahead. So fleet pursuit has doubled for 1 jump. These guys have now got themselves a big ship, but mostly quite empty. I feel like they're just kind of overcompensating for something. Like, most of these rooms have got nothing in them. So, okay. Now we just take out these guys. That's possibly ion. That's some sort of conventional laser weapon. Claire, you're now on weapons, so we need you to be, like, you know, shooting the enemy. And for the time being, yeah, their weapons are not properly synced. Focus on shield systems. Hopefully we hit at least 1. Shields down. Knock out weapons. That should do a good job, and hopefully they'll jump off the cockpit. Right, we're off to an excellent start. Claire, if there's anything on your side, please go ahead while we charge up our weapons.
There are. We have a couple of new channel members. So shout out to eBurb81 and DB Explorer, who are new channel members, or maybe returning in the case of DB.
I was about to say, DB Explorer sounds very much not new. DB Explorer is very familiar.
Well, yes, they're a live stream regular,
yes.
But, you know. I don't know, sometimes YouTube be weird and tells you that people are, like, new channel members and they're not new, but...
Okay, we got a good amount of scrap from killing the pirates. Are the civilians willing to, you know, reward me?
Give us a willow bear.
You know what? A little bit. They probably would have given me more if I'd have done the main thing, go and actually take out the pirate base, but that struck me as dangerous. But at least I got a double payday out of it, which is good. I think we've still got time to actually... Or we've got to go back via the store. I think... If they're normally going about that much... Let's not go for you. Let's go for you, and then store, and then to exit. Because the exit's, unfortunately, quite far to the left, which just means you've got less time. I don't think we've necessarily... Especially if there might be a possibility of another slowdown event before we get to the end here. So, okay. No signs of trouble. So, in which case, socialize with the crew. Let's just have some cuddles with Ted. Absolutely. Complaining that the light in their cabin's not working. Didn't get anything good from that on this occasion, unfortunately. Right.
Yes, but the other day we had to change our smoke alarm because the emergency, the backup battery was
That's
dead.
That's true.
And we had to turn the light, we had to turn off the
and
electricity.
take up really freaked out. Take up really freaked out in the dark. Bless him.
So that kind of tracks.
Okay, so there's a civilian transport ship nearby. And I feel like we've learnt our lesson from Willow literally abandoning us. That we shouldn't attack that. No.
Just, yes.
Ignore it.
We
it's
should
fine.
Just rob local artisans.
Yeah, exactly. So, one more chance for an event here. Okay, well-known slave trader. Now, if we attack these guys, when they offer to surrender, they often offer to give you a crew member.
Yeah.
Like, if they leave you alone. So we could basically free a slave.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't want to, like, pay for us. We don't want to engage with their business model.
Exactly. So, okay. We've got pike beam and I think that's a fairly conventional, like, hull smasher laser. So, if we're lucky, these two will not be properly synced up because the pike beam should take quite a while to charge. So, I'm hoping they won't be able to do a thing to me. Yep, shields back up before pike beam fires. This should work out pretty nicely. This double McGibbler is pretty good, actually. And then we can just knack at their weapons. Yeah, and that is only a single blast, so it cannot get past one blob of shields. We do need, yeah, some flipping more shields at some point pretty soon. But if we just focus on getting you down, there we go. We surrender, take a slave as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll all die anyway. I don't like the term force.
Okay, but like if you offer to drop them off, they might decide to stay when they see how cute Ted is. John.
Wait, if I just hold the cursor here, I mean you can't really see the word force. Clara's taking control of the stream. The former slave barely speaks a word, seems to have been through a lot, must be deeply traumatized. You order put under medical supervision till you find a place where he can leave the ship. Okay, presumably we can't see him, but he's in the med bay. Well, no, we don't have a fourth crew member, Claire. We could have had a fourth crew member there. Curse you, Captain's Edition, for making that choice more morally complicated than it is in the base game.
Yep.
Claire literally just took the mouse and decided, no, we're not having slavery.
I mean, I'm not gonna fucking apologize for that choice.
No one knew, and we can't afford Aaron the rock guy anyway. And we're okay on most bits and pieces. So, yeah, jump to exit, which should be fine. Wonder if Willow's going to be waiting for us here. Okay, long-range jump is located at this beacon. Lies almost abandoned. Who constructed it? Refugee ship floating through the system. Okay, let's just hail them. Are you Willow? They're running low on supplies. It's just a trade. I mean, 10 fuel for one ship component, one droid component. We don't even have droid parts. That's a damn good deal. It's a bloody good deal. Maybe it was coincidence that this section was the Willow section. Deeply weird. So yeah, next up we've got either full-on Nebula or Smuggler Port. I don't care for Nebulas much, so Smuggler Port it is. Because yeah, if I go into, well, it doesn't matter, we're doing into Nebula and Sector 3 regardless, so Smuggler Port. Angry. Let's go. We've got plenty of fuel, so yes, we can now activate standard engines. Yes, you might be able to get ahead of the fleet during the long-range jump. So yeah, if I upgrade my engines, maybe I could spend fuel even more to get way far and I'd have way more time to explore the next sector, so that's probably how that works. So okay. We're not going to have trouble with the rebels, but there's plenty of pirates around. Let's produce something on board the ship, because we can do that. There we go, 3 fuel for free, so we're back up to 16. Just check for troll system. Make sure, yeah, we can go down from here. No, this is a dead end up here. Okay, so just avoid this up here. Because we've got to go either via this or via this to get over to the right-hand side. And then you can't get anywhere either. So, tiny bit of a troll system. Not the worst I've ever seen, but we've got to go this way anyway. Fuel is plentiful, missiles are fine, which is good. Oh, blimey! Right, it's a space station that wants to fight. So, okay. We've got confused comm chatter from a small pirate station. Various individuals scream into the comms. Voices modified by overlay effects. Strange music plays in the background. You understand what they're saying. They don't seem friendly. After a while, they power up weapons. We could offer them Ted. Like they might.
We could offer them John.
That's true as well. Let's at least see what these guys are. That's a lot more health than we've seen on any ship so far. So it's a lot more weapons than we've seen. Are you sure we can't offer them Claire? Like, I think we offer them Claire.
I think if we do a vote, you'll be outvoted, love.
2 shield blobs and a lot of health. And I've only got 1 shield blob. They've got 3 weapons. Okay, so dual laser literally can't do a thing. We need the Periton to hit. This could be very dangerous. Okay, get the Periton ready to go. Yeah. Periton at shields. I need at least one of these to hit. Ideally both. No.
Resist?
What do you mean resist? Well, this isn't going to do anything in that case. They've still got 2 shield blobs on orange shields. What? Okay, we could be in a lot of trouble, actually. We might need to run away from this, so...
Yeah.
Here comes... Well, they've taken out the med bay and the shield... Well, the shields weren't doing anything anyway. And also, Ted's been booped on the head and is a bit dizzy.
And the med bay's down.
The med bay we could deal with, and...
Yeah, but I mean, you know...
The weapons being ioned is much worse.
Yes, obviously.
But that's going to wear off pretty fast. I think we just need to get out of here as soon as we can. We've got all power that we have available going into the engines already. Repower this. At least you are now going to be recharging. But okay, we are going to struggle. I think we just need to run when we can. The ion's not going to do too much to us. That's double damage to rooms with things in them, isn't it? Okay, but they're not. As long as they don't hit the engines or the cockpit, we're still charging our escape. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. They're not targeting the right rooms. Continue firing at all systems on their shield systems. We can now potentially do something. We've got a chance of hitting their weapons. We have taken out 1 weapon.
Woot woot.
The fight back begins. I am aware we have no shields right now. But at least less of their weapons are firing. Okay, and we will soon have the ability to flee. But continue firing, concentrating a fire on their shield systems. If we can just knock out their weapons, they can't do a thing to me. Lost shields. Weapons. That was a miss. Okay. Their shields are down. If we can just keep up this fire, we can win. Because right now they've got... That's ion, so it's doing no damage to me. And the giant launcher is pretty inaccurate. So we just need to, yeah, get the shields operational again. The shields are almost operational, like very briefly. Then, okay, we're going to get shields back in a second. Continue focusing all fire on weapons. Now down to 1 weapon, but unfortunately it's the one that hurts. Just keep knocking out everything. Okay, if I go down, I'm taking you with me. They start to overload and attach FTL core. Luckily, right now, presumably... Good, they've put away the big rocket launcher in favour of the ion, but the ion can't really do anything to me. And presumably no one's on the cockpit right now because enemy FTL is delayed. So they're trying to overload the... Okay, so sometimes enemy FTL when they want to flee, sometimes the FTL is an overload to self-destruct. Which is fascinating, but no, I'm not having that. Right now, that's doing nothing. I think there's a fire in there, because that was a burst that was... I think that indicates there's a fire in this room. And I think we're okay. I think we don't need to. You know what? I'm not taking a chance. After a bad start. Okay, those are tricky. Now, here's interesting. Breaks apart massive chunks of debris, because these are not in the base game. Collect what you can, which is already pretty good. However, you could, yeah, spend more time making another sweep. That's worth it, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So that obviously doubles the fleet pursuit, but it means we get a lot more stuff. Okay, we now need to do some repairs. And also Ted needs to go to the vet. Claire.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Fire Dragons 42, who's been a member for 94 months. And since it's been so long since I caught a live stream, welcome to Captain's Edition. It adds so much wonderful content. even beyond that, quote, moral slave choice.
It is nice that it is functionally, it feels like it feels like it belongs in FTL. Like, it doesn't feel like anything is unusual or off here. This is, okay, that room just needs to re-auctionate. Obviously, I'm not sending Ted into the unauctionated room. Ted, John and Claire can take damage in the de-auctionated room. Well, we just get everyone there. Right, now we fix the doors up. Then, yeah, while you're doing that, it would take, yeah, 50 points of scrap to get second blob of shield, and then, yeah, basically another 40 odd. So we can't... Actually, if we were to keep... If you only needed one blob of... We could afford that, and I think that's sensible. You know, I'm going to check... Before I say that, I'm going to look that there's no shop nearby. But we can just afford, if we're willing to keep the engines on one blob, not two, we could have 2 shield blobs right now. And honestly, in Sector 3 on hard mode, you should. So, yeah, that is fine. And there's Claire back in the pew-pew room. Ted, you back being a good dog, please. That's fine. Save those stations. So, yeah, jump here. No sign of a store. So, yeah, I am going to say bang, bang, bang. And then we should be able to... 2 blobs of shield.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. I think on a hard mode, you need to have 2 blobs of shield by the time you hit Sector 3. Honestly, we should have more weapons.
I mean, yeah,
but we had to waste a bit of energy. We had to spend a bit of scrap acquiring John and Claire. They were a waste of money that could have gone into more things.
Let's be honest. You know, it's not like they are a good enough replacement for kitties.
No, absolutely not. Okay, we'll go over here because this gives us more
Remember,
options.
it's a troll sector a bit.
The troll sector? Yeah, don't worry, I know where we're going. Oh god, not again! Okay, it's another station. But this time I've got more shield, but then they've got a big rocket launcher, so... We won last time, and they've only got 2 weapons this time. I think that's one of those charging lasers that gets progressively better. And they're teleporting! They're teleporting someone to us. Get in the door. Oh, okay. Get in the door. Get in the door room. Get in the door room. Get in the door room. Right. They're in the door room. We're going to de-auctionate this entire side of the ship.
Can you move our crew person?
John will be moving out. It's fine. And then we're just going to then we'll just... Can you put a double crew member in to get the doors up 2 levels, not 1?
I don't think so, but...
Well, it's gonna have to do. Right, you stay here. We've turned the oxygen off, so the ship will de-auctionate faster. There are no more things.
Well, put that in the engine whilst you have it turned off, so that we evade more.
Yep, good shout, good shout.
Oh, we don't have anybody in the piloting.
Oh yeah, so it's 0% anyway. It doesn't matter how. Yeah. Bad shout, Claire. Bad shout.
Oi.
Okay, there we go. Just send that at shields and hope. But yeah, the shields were tough on the last one of these we saw. Well, we now can't see those guys.
Lol.
We need to send... Well, they've broken the cockpit. But we're just now hiding in this room and we can't see what the cock's going on anymore. But they're going to start taking some oxygen damage. So that's fine. Yeah, it's going to take you some time to break through that door. Good luck with that. And then we'll just deoxygenate that room and retreat into the med bay and fight them there. But there's no point firing my dual laser, because even if both shots hit, it doesn't do anything until I've got the shield down a bit more. Oh, also with no cockpit, we can't escape.
Yeah.
But hopefully they've sent over so many crew members, they've got less people who can repair. Or the one advantage we've got is they can't repair as effectively. So, right. Now, we just retreat into here, power up the med bay, and we fight in there. And then we just, yeah, have that door open too. That is... Well, the shields are in trouble. Continue firing on their shields. Hopefully no one's in their cockpit, because they're all boarded. Well, I'll take it.
Resist.
I'll take it as a start.
Yeah.
We hit one weapon, but it resisted again. It resisted... They must have that titanium plating. Or maybe the rock plating. Okay, they can't beat us here, so they'll probably teleport back home soon. But they've not hit the weapon room yet. Also, oh, we should probably turn the oxygen back on, by the way. Because we can. So, yeah, we can have the oxygen back on for the rooms that should be oxygenated. We've got no shields and no way of getting the shields back on for the time being. You're not shooting the weapon room. As long as the weapon room stays online. Go, go. Nice. Just keep knackering everything. Okay, we've taken out one weapon. We're slowly starting to turn the tables, but if they hit our weapon room with a major attack, we are screwed. Okay, the problem we've got here is we now have no way of re-auctionating this area. Because to re-auctionate the area, I'd need to close the doors, but door control is busted.
Lol.
So we have to basically... One, we have to get door control back online so I can re-auctionate the cockpit. So that's... They're just going to take damage while that happens, but then we just get them back in the med bay, and we just have to accept that. So I can't re-auctionate the ship right now. That could be a problem for John and Claire, by the way. No, John and Ted.
Just put them in the med bay to...
Claire,
for now.
They're stunned. They're not responding to any commands, and they're losing health.
Baby, and also you.
Can I get them to repair the door before they? Ted's got slightly more. They have to get out. Gosh darn it! Continue focusing fire on the shields.
That's fine. They made it to the med bay. We're good.
Attack weapon systems. Gosh darn it! They hit our weapon systems, but oh, they are trying to. They're trying to blow themselves up and take me with them. Okay, this is...
Also, we're running out of hull.
Yeah, but they're running out of weapons. I'm kind of hoping enemy FTL is charging, though, and we're running out of... We need the weapons back online. I know you're a bit wounded right now, but weapons are more important than anything else right now. We need to stop them firing at us. I think they just teleported back over to us again. Now we've got... We're out of missiles! Oh.
Bloody hell.
Right, in that case, there's... Well, then... Okay, there is a point fixing this room, because if you fix this room, then we have spare capacity for the dual lasers. They've got their... They've sent one crew member in here right now, but it's 3v1. We have no way of firing the missile launcher. If both shots hit, the FTL is... I think this is going to be mutually assured destruction. We literally can't flee because the cockpit's broken. And there's no way of fixing that feasibly at the minute. I think the only feasible... I have to do something to knock out their FTL. Because otherwise they're going to explode, but they're going to take me with them. And I don't have a timer for that.
Ted, you want to come sit with us under this desk?
I have to hit their weapon. I have to hit their shields. Because otherwise they're going to fix up the shields and then I won't be able to touch them at all. I have no choice but to go for the shield systems. And hope. We have knocked the shield systems down. Take out their crew member. Okay, their crew member's dead. Our crew members are alive.
Ted in the med bay immediately.
Ted should go in the med bay, that's true. And then... we need to take out their weapons. Enemy FTL is delayed. I think they've had to pull people off the cockpit. So right now they are not self-destructing. If I can get 2 hits in a row, solid on their weapons, we win. Their weapons are down, or one of their weapons is down. They've got nothing left but the big thing, but that's going to take a bajillion years to charge. Weapons are now fully operational. Send everyone to... No, Claire, you have to stay at your post. Because we need someone to be speeding up the weapon speed. John and Ted need to get the doors back online.
Yeah. Totally.
If they can't fix the shields, and we know enemy FTL is there, we mean no one's on the hull, that means it's 100% chance to hit. If we can get a hit in before they can get their shields back online, we win. I think this should be guaranteed. Right, let's fix the ship. Step 1, the doors. John and Ted need to fix the doors and then go in and heal themselves from deauctionating. We can now close the doors and re-auctionate the ship. We're not dead! Not dead, not dead, not dead, not dead. I'm aware we've only got 2 hull points right now, but we are where we are. Okay. These rooms should have re-auctionated by now. Okay, let's just Just going to repair the ship for a second. Claire can also go to the vet in a second, too. We don't have a doctor, but we've got a vet for Ted, and it's just what we have to make use of at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, shout out to Stuart, who's been a member for 94 months, and says, good evening, y'all. Any chance of a RimWorld stream? It's had like 4 DLCs since last time you played it.
I have heard, like, big ones, too. So, yes, potentially. I mean, it was in, it was an option for Democracy Week, in fact, at one point, where it did reasonably, if I recall correctly. So, you know, you never know. Maybe at some point, yes, but I have no imminent plans. Right, get everyone back to their stations. The ship is now in good shape, aside from almost exploding, but there could be a store. There is no store. Okay. I'm going to prioritise going here because this gives me the most options and thus the biggest chance of a store. And what I'd love to see is a civilian craft that I can just leave alone.
Yeah.
Civilian craft I can leave alone. Nice. Civilian craft I can leave alone. I've got 2 missiles at least. Okay, destroyed cargo ship. I'm going to bring this cargo aboard. We need all the help. I mean, if this blows me up, it blows me up. But if it's something valuable, I need it. Nice. Okay. Military supplies. Free stuff. Still no shop. Okay. So... yeah, let's just cross over, because that is 4 new potential options. Nice, nice military. Oh, okay, good. Something nice and chill. We'd use some help. FTL navigation shot to help us get to a nearby station. I will absolutely accept that. I will take some fuel. I've got a quest marker. So, you want to go down over here. There's a distress marker over here. If you want to go to... Yeah, I'm willing to go down to quest, because I know that should be chill, because they just want to be taken home, and they'll reward me when we get home. So, if we can just survive whatever this is... Where are the stores? Gosh darn it. It's a refueling station, it's fine. It's a chill station. It's a chill station.
But we don't need to buy any
fuel, no, so we can ignore it.
Refueling thing.
So, over to quest. We're doing a good thing right now. These people should reward us for what we did. Upgrade a reactor by 1. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, yeah. You have just done that, which is good. Admittedly, we already had spare capacity. You're back online. Yeah, now I can actually have my shield, my engines up to maximum. And there's a store.
Nice. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's see. Hey, Ted. Oh, I think
hey,
Ted's seen something in the garden.
Okay, was there a hedgehog?
Was there a hedgehog?
That's all right, buddy.
Okay, we've got... Oh, shit! Sell space rations for 90 scrap! Oh, we're flipping... Yes! Yes, we're saved! We're flipping saved! Okay, so all this pillaging and looting is bad for the planetary agriculture. Food prices have skyrocketed. Profiteer of food prices! It's okay to do because they're pirates. Okay. That is fine. That means this ship is now working! We've gone from nothing! We've gone from nothing to everything! Ah! Ha 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 ha! Whew! Okay. Now we can afford something else potentially, and we've got a little bit of spare capacity, but... Oh, let's look at the ship here. If I wanted to put more into... Well, then again, actually, I no longer... can actually, rely on the missiles, unless I buy missiles. So it might be good to buy a backup weapon I can go over to when the missiles aren't working. So we've got a beam here. It needs 2 power, so we can already fulfill that. So yeah, damage per rumor hit 1, low fire chance. It's just a fairly standard beam weapon. There is a flak, which only needs 1 power. It's a bit slow to charge. It can be quite powerful. It's good for taking out shields, which is good. I think you can't go wrong with a good beam. I think you can't go wrong with a good beam. I think it's going to be difficult to beat that. You guys you're a decent repair person, but rocks... Actually, no, hang on. You're not a rock. You're a rock. You're an NG. And you make excellent repair people. So you would be very good to have on the ship. And beyond that, yeah, backup battery, drone control, not that exciting, to be honest. I think take the beam as a backup. And also, I could buy missiles. What else could I do instead? I could also actually... Ooh. I would like to see the enemy interior. I just find it very satisfied to see the enemy interior. So I'm going to upgrade, yeah, that. And then I am going to buy... Then I'm going to buy missiles. Okay. That, I think, is good. So, yeah, in the event I have to take down shields, we can use the missiles. But if it's not a particularly shield-heavy enemy, then the beam might work. Okay. Everything's fine, though. We're probably just about okay. Back to here. We've not been there before. We were going the... Yeah, we're on the other side of the U we went down with right now. One merchant is mass broadcasting a request for a ship to aid him. I'm willing to go and say hi. Usual carrier stays late. Need to deliver this cargo of drone parts to a small station a few jumps from here. I will say yes to that. That's absolutely fine. Presumably it's in the next sector. So go to the distress. That's fine. Hand it over in the next sector. And right. I've walked into a trap. That's fine. One drone cycling me. Is that just a basic combat drone 1? Okay. It's doing some sort of little kind of tiny shrapnel cloud or something. I don't know. But okay. You've also got, yes, one ion. And, yeah, one mini beam. If they get through my shields, we're in trouble. So it's very lucky we've got the 2. Yeah, for now, we definitely want to have the flipping McGibble. They've got a repair drone, so it's going to be difficult to keep their shields down, unfortunately. So, okay. Just let this do its thing. But yeah, for the time being, they're going to struggle to get on top of me. Focus all firepower on shields. We've hit them once. Try and hit them again. We missed on that occasion, but we've slightly damaged them for now. But yeah, with an NG and also a repair bot, they're going to be able to repair very quickly. I need to get their weapons down, because otherwise that ion's going to wear through our shields pretty fast. And that mini-beam's going to start causing trouble. That mini-beam's going to start causing a lot of trouble. Focus on weapons for now. I hate that I have to do that, but no, don't. Focus on shields then and send the second shot to the weapons. So go. Oh. That's better. Now do some damage to their weapons. Okay. I have now got... Okay, I've got a fire in the med bay, which isn't too bad. I've got my stuff back. Their mini-beam's done, which means it can't really do much to me at this point. No, I'm actually willing to continue fighting. I'm willing to continue fighting. Is Ted okay?
It was a hedgehog.
It was a hedgehog.
Indeed.
Did it shuffle off, or did he give it a good sniff and it just held still?
It just held still while he gave it a sniff.
When he checked he was happy with it.
Yeah. Though, I think it,
well,
actually started shuffling once he had...
Okay, we can actually knacker their shields here. And then just knacker their weapons too. Alright, their weapons are in trouble. So yeah, they're struggling to get past our shields. Yeah, we're fine. I mean, this is a good ship for repair. This is why I like having the slightly upgraded sensors. Because knowing what's on the enemy ship, like, you know, what the makeup of the enemy ship is, what drones they've got, especially if it's a drone bay, very useful to know. And we don't need to waste missiles at this point because they have no one on control. So that's a guaranteed hit. And down you go. Beautiful. So that gets me more scrap, which I needed. Right, repair that. We are all golden. Clap.
So yes, I heard that we had sold all those rations for a lot of money.
Yeah, it turns out that the flipping, yes, because we're in the pirate sector, they don't have much in the way of agriculture because there's all the looting and stuff, so therefore the price of food is through the roof, and we sold that for 90, fully upgraded the ship, upgraded the sensors, bought a backup laser for when we run out of missiles. Yeah. Life is good. Everyone was being so smug about my imminent death in the chat, but no, it turns out we're fine. So, yeah, time to get out of here. I think we've now got no choice but to go into a nebula. I don't like nebulas, but we are where we are. So, okay, we've got a science vessel passing by. We find ourselves low on fuel. We have a proposition. And they want to, yeah, they want 3 fuel in return for... I don't need drone parts. I'm sorry. And then again, no, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that deal. It's not a good deal for me. That's a bad deal for me. So, okay, we're going to the outer outskirts. Mosey into hyper jump. Obviously do standard engines because we've got so much fuel and we can literally make more. So that has delayed the fleet by 3 jumps. And we can also make more fuel straight away. So, okay, I'm just going to keep trying to socialise. Like, sooner or later that's going to... Your humanoid crew member does not like to be alone. He doesn't, you know. He likes to be in company. Maybe that does something if you've got, like, a more varied crew. Like, there's that comes through with interactions. But if it's nothing but humanoids, it doesn't seem to do much. So, right. The quest is up there. That doesn't screw me over. And thankfully, despite being a nebula, there's not actually that much nebula in this nebula. So, yeah, we've got plenty of time. Or we should have plenty of time. Because, 1, we're 3 jumps ahead thanks to that. And 2... we have got, yeah, nebulas, which slow down pursuit. So we can take our time getting our way over to the quest. We will go to the quest. That is fine. Okay. Sensors aren't working here. You're still trying to pinpoint the cause as a pirate jumps in. Okay, by any chance of my sensors been knocked out with an ambush or something? Turn and face the pirate. Sensor down. Enemy ship is approaching. Battle stations. Continue offer surrender. Continue. Yeah, they've knocked out our... They've like, remotely knocked out our sensors, so we can't see what's going on. However, 2 blobs of 2 blobs. They've got a lot of weapons. Blimey. Okay, those that could be bad, but depending on the charge time of the weapons, this is now up to Claire here. Charge that up. Good. We just need... that's the med bay. We don't care about the med bay. Focus on getting their shields down. If we can just keep their shields down in an asteroid bay, the asteroids will do the work for us. So that's you down. Continue focusing a fire. And gosh darn it, only 1 hit, which is unfortunate. But yeah, if we can just keep their shields down low, that should cause trouble. We can let asteroids do some of the work. We just need to keep our... Gosh darn it, the weapons... Just need to keep our weapons online, literally said. Just get over to the weapon system and help Claire fix that up, please. The system is broken for the time being. Continue firing, because we just need to keep their system down. So, yeah, there we go. Literally had an asteroid hit one of their weapons right there. But both of us are struggling to keep our things operational. That was a lot of... Oh, that was a lot of flipping ion, but not enough to knock out my shields completely. So, yeah, just keep firing on the weapon system. So if we can just keep their weapons down. They're trying it to escape. Weapons have mostly been disabled at this point, and that is nothing too dangerous. We can now have you back on. In fact, you know what? No. Turn the beam on, because their shields are now in trouble, and we can just keep them down. Yep, there's a fire in their shield room. They are screwed. I think they're basically done. Keep firing. Done. They want to surrender. No, you're literally like seconds away from death. Okay, that could have gone much worse. So, okay. Repair up the med bay. Let Ted go to the vet. Just make sure he's all happy and fine, but we are under control. Claire.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Zyrathenia, who's been a member for 15 months and says it's rare to catch a stream. And I can't say I have expected to catch a stream of this mod, but I've been loving the Shogun 2 series.
It's been fun to put together. It's been very fun together. I'm a little bit further ahead than I often get in series because, I don't know if you mentioned this to the mods that they might already know. The reason we're working hard at the minute on trying to get ahead with videos is because your parents are coming to visit us. Because Claire, as you probably might not know potentially because she has a flawless accent, is French.
I am a French.
Yeah, Claire is indeed a frog. And as a result, her parents are in France, and you don't see them as much as I see my mum, for example. So as a result of that, they are coming to visit us and hang out for a while.
Due to a number of family circumstances and all that, they haven't really been able to travel all that much.
It's more difficult to see someone when they're in a different country, so your parents coming to visit, so we want to be able to spend as much time with them as we can in late August, so we're trying to get some videos ahead.
Yeah, so, we have 20 days. We are not ready.
We're getting there. I mean, if you see the amount of orange in the cat, look at the amount of orange in the calendar.
We are getting much better.
We are getting there. We are moving in the right direction.
Yeah. The house isn't ready, but that's another thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, Yes, I was just trying to look something up because Alana had a question.
Yes.
They've been a member for 64 months.
Uh-huh.
And they say, how are you both? How are the dumplings? And do you have any horror movie recommendations for my 100 Nights to Halloween countdown? Also, John, you're a monster.
Whether you consider it horror or not, I love the Final Destination franchise.
Oh, well,
it's a brilliant franchise. Drag Me to Hell is delightfully dumb, kitschy nonsense, which is great. Like,
in order to go with the theme of the live stream, I've already said Sunshine.
It's such a, I guess it's kind of a horror movie. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's kind of horror.
I mean, you know, if you're
That's
gonna do
reasonable.
100, you maybe have to be flexible. What's that vampire one that's quite fun? That
Daybreakers.
Daybreakers.
About a world where the vampires have already won, which is quite fun. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what have you got over there on the left, and can it pierce 2 blobs of shields? Well, we're ready to go, just opening fire on your shield systems. We've done something bare minimum. Let's see if we can just slightly slow you down. No, we couldn't do that. High G impact right there. We've got those little mines coming in. I think those mines just very, very slowly bypass everything. Yep, there we go. Honestly, didn't do that much, all things considered. Keep focusing on firepower.
Indeed. All right. Alana says Final Destination is so silly. It's such a good, not intentionally funny series. Yes, we've been watching it. I've never seen them. So...
Up to what was the final one until there was just a new one recently.
So yes, we have been watching that whenever we've had time to do a little date night, but we've just been a bit rushing recently.
Just let the entire system. Oh, we're out of missiles, so we are now forced to go over to the beam once again. But now both our ships are on fire, but the AI doesn't know how to open the doors because the AI doesn't have external doors. That's a trick only humans get. So turn off oxygen in order that the rooms deoxygenate faster. If we're lucky, we are going to be able to, hit you sooner. Let's just take out your shields as best we can. You're trying to... Gosh darn it, how did that miss? Okay, that didn't do too much. One of them missed. There's still a whole bunch of fire. You're focusing on repairing your med bay, which is fascinating. And please, the fire needs to go out. Like, please put the fire out now. Why is that? There we go. The fire's finally gone out. Good. We've almost got you ready to go. And yeah, these should be guaranteed hits, but... Can we get through? Gosh darn it, we couldn't quite get through in time. We need the beam online, and for that, I need the weapon system functional. Reoxygenate the rooms. I know you're going to take a little bit of damage while we're just waiting for that. So, irritatingly, they've got their weapon system online, but they also can't dodge. But I can't turn on other things. Their system is now their ship is in a lot of trouble. We've both of us could really neither of us could really hurt the other at the minute, and there's no point me firing the dual laser. So no missiles, and there's more solar flares coming in. Everyone, return to your original positions, please. Not the weapon room, please, and just the cockpit. Not the worst thing in the world. As soon as the beam is charged, these guys potentially. I wonder if we could just starve them out and just let the fire do its job here. Like, if we could just take out the weapons room at bare minimum. This might be, that was the shield, but it didn't do that much. Both taking damage here, but yes, there's not much they could do in the long run. And that main weapon's not doing a thing. Okay. Fire at shield. Right. How good is this beam? You know what? That ain't terrible. That ain't terrible at all. That could do 4 damage if I... Oh, can it do 4 damage? No, but it will do some damage to the shield, which is good to bare minimum. I should have probably hit the weapon room. That is not doing much. Yeah, the mines do damage to hull, but don't seem to damage the rooms at all. So, hilariously, their weapons are A-okay. Continue just laying down fire on the weapons, please. There we go. That's going to knacker your weapons. Okay. Now everything's on fire. We don't... Oh. Nenji Spikers overloaded a secondary power coupler. I mean, I kind of feel like the ship was already kind of on fire, so I'm not too worried about that. So, okay, once again, just deoxygenate the back of the ship. That's fine. I think these guys are about to die, which is fine. So, yep, they've just exploded. They've just exploded. That is a-okay. If we're lucky. Yep, that gets us something. I need this fire to go out. I need this fire to go out, please. I didn't have the right doors open. Come on. Go. Don't blow up the rest of the cooking system. Go. Close. Reoxygenate. Get you two moving in the right direction. Ready to move in. It should oxygenate momentarily. Yep, there we go. I need my weapon systems online. Is it safe to jump out, though? Let's hope this is something quiet, because I don't want to be hit by them all solar flares. It was not something quiet. Okay. Rock ship. Well, we are where we are. We have got missiles, bare minimum. Okay. What can they do to all? That looks like is that a beam 2 or 3? I think that might be 3 blasts, which will be dangerous. That's enough to get through our shields. You look worse. Activate the missiles. Yeah, the missiles are no, not you. Off, on. We've got 2 missiles. We should use them on the shields. John, you might need to get us out of here. Okay. Claire, you stay in position of where you are. John, focus on the shields. No, hang on.
Wait, no.
No, John, sorry. Ted, focus on the shields. Claire, stay where you are. Thank you. Okay. Yes.
Can we fly with the engines on orange?
Yes.
Okay.
But we need to repair. I don't have time to repair it now. I need John getting the shields back up from asteroid impacts. I need Claire charging the weapons as fast as possible. And we need someone on that. As long as there's any power in the engines, we are charging. It will be faster without, but I think we die. So I think it's more important to not focus on that. Oh, that's a burst 3. Brace for impact. Could have been worse. Activate. Go for shield. Go. That's fine. Hello, Willow.
She came back, guys.
She came back. Okay, we've got a lot of fire happening right now. Deoxygenate this room. That is... Oh, the oxygen is down. We're going to have to just do... There's plenty... We'll just let the oxygen spread from the oxygenated bits of the ship. Close that. Oh, hang on. No, don't do that, because I need to drain more oxygen to put out the fire in the med bay. We're now in a race to see who dies first, because we're both in a lot of trouble. I need that weapon to not finish charging. Hi, Willow Bear. Need this weapon to not charge. I need it to be killed. I might be able to just take it out right now with this. Go. Yes!
Nice.
That's so important. That was extraordinarily important. Now knock out their shields. They have no shields. Now the asteroids will finish them off. Right. Begin closing doors. And Claire needs to take a moment to fix the oxygen. Otherwise, we're going to run out of oxygen in the whole ship momentarily. But they've got functionally no weapons at the minute. And we can keep those weapons down. We've got them. And now, yeah, we've got our shields. They don't have theirs. So, yeah, they're in trouble. They're offering to surrender. No, I'm sorry. You literally came at us as like a death cult. You gave us a big death cult speech. You don't get to surrender because things aren't going very well. So, okay. We are once again alive. Clarice, why is Claire...
Because there was no oxygen.
Oh, there was no oxygen in the oxygen room.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't notice that. Well, luckily Claire's not dead. That's good, at least. Didn't quite notice that. Still, repair that. Power it up. We now have, yeah, precisely 1 missile. I need to find a shop so I can buy more bloody missiles, to be honest. Claire's taking a bloody... Claire's being such a drama queen in the med bay. Oh, I got critically wounded. I need longer in the med bay than everyone else. Me. There we go. She's finally done.
Wow, John. Hey, can you maybe fix your engine?
Probably a good idea, yes. Probably a very good idea. So, okay. We'll just get that fixed up. That's fine. Everyone can help with that. We can all go and hang out with the engine. I just can't believe we lost a Xena and Willow in the first sector. Truly amazing. Truly amazing right there. The hull's back to critical.
proper FTL.
FYI.
I mean, that's...
Now, we were supposed to just be delivering some parts. This should be chill. So we're literally just...
Unless it's an ambush.
Unless it's an ambush, so... Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So, I refused to pay full price. Well, I guess we...
Wait, why didn't they want to pay full price?
Because I took too long to get to them, or at least they say it took too long. I don't know whether the number of jumps actually affects that, or if they always say. I think they might always say that, actually. Stay out of the nebula as long as we can. We need to find a shop. And... Fire beam?
Nice.
Okay. There, fire beam that needs all 3 power. Well, that I think we could definitely afford to give you. And yeah, it would be 100 plus power to get weapons up to 3. I love the fire beam. The fire beam can be hilarious, but what we really need is... This would give us not many options. Going in here would let us see... Actually, we know you already. But it would at least let us see you, you, and you. It's 3 new options.
Like, I know you don't like a nebula, but we do have to advance.
We have to advance, yeah. And... Oh, hello! Okay, I think possibly we've run into a black hole. So, right, there's a perfect black body sphere in this remote part of the galaxy. Can't be analysed. No sensors can figure out what it is. Shipwrecks everywhere. Various factions have tried to take control of it. And it's decided to kill me. Right, it's a single AI ship that survived the fight. Okay. So, what does this mean? You're close to a space anomaly. All ships present have their weapons and drone systems jammed. So we've not got quite as much energy as capacity as we would have otherwise. Now, this is very bad, because one of their only weapons is a missile that can bypass my shield blobs. If they get even a couple of them in, we are in trouble. And we've got 1 missile. Right. Put everything into evasion. They won't avoid that, and they're sending a hacking system at us too. So, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna need to try and escape.
I'm not sure we're going to live long enough. I think either we disable their weapons and we kill them, or we die. I don't think we're going to be able to make it in time. And okay, they've put the hacking drone on our engines, which is not that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, but now that means we have to just kill them.
Yeah, we have 0 evade. It also means we can't escape. That's true. Now it's we kill them or we die. There is no escape. Now, how long is it going to take them to charge? That looks like a big weapon to me. I think it's going to take them some time to charge that McJibble. So all we need to do as a step 1 is just nail their shields. Actually, if this doesn't work, I think we're dead, because at that point the dual laser can't penetrate 2 blobs of shields, or rather it can, but then nothing else happens. Actually, you know what? Then we'd have to go over to beam. We'd have to just use beam. Okay, that was actually quite effective. And then we have to keep on with that, basically. It's powering out. It's trying to get away. That's... Okay, it's fleeing.
That's good.
I say let it. The problem is, Claire's now wounded and on fire.
Can I please go to the med bay?
No, because you're dazed. Yellow stuff.
I can't see from here.
You're dazed, so you can't. And also, I kind of need you to put out the fire. The weapons...
I mean, I'm gonna die.
Some of you may die. Claire may die. But that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. For John and for Ted. Okay, I think if they actually... Yeah, I've not got much evasion. If they activate the hacking, I've got 0 evasion. And if I don't have 0 evasion, then the missile would hit. There's a 70% chance the missile could miss if it fires during the evasion. He's going to get at least 1 more missile off before he evades. I think it did enough damage that it will kill me. The ion won't do a thing. I think we just have to hope we can weather the storm and it just naffs off. Because it appears to be trying to flee and not self-destruct. Okay. Claire needs to get out of there. John is still like that. And sorry, Ted's still fuzzy-headed. John needs to stay in the cockpit trying to engineer an escape. Claire heals up. Ted is still fussy. How much is a jump is imminent? We just lost one hull point to the fire, knocking that out. If this does more than one hit point, I think this is the end.
Oh!
He jumped out straight after killing us. He literally jumped out straight after killing us. What a dick. What an absolute dick he is. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna say something now. I think Ted didn't see it coming. I think Ted was in a daze at the end, so I think he was just like, having a nice puppy dream. He was just in the shield room, kind of having a little twitchy puppy dream, and he didn't see the missile coming that blew us up. He died happy, having a little puppy dream on the floor. But of course, the real winner was Willow, who took one look at me and said, "No, I'm out. So long, losers. Later. Later. Damn it. Later." I enjoy that, yes, basically, yes, flipping Willow just basically took one look at me being evil, said, "You know what? I'm out. You have fun." And Xena never came back. It seems like they never invented a cure for Xena's disease. That was a fun run with one coming back from the dead. Coming back from the dead, they're marvelous. And okay.
Okay, shout out to new channel members, Copper Hamster and Aaron Martin.
And
welcome indeed to the Green Club. Though I think Copper Hamster is a welcome back.
Yes, that definitely feels very familiar. Welcome, Aaron, if you are new. But yes, what we're going to do is we're actually going to wrap up there. The reason being, I've got a big episode of New Vegas to edit tomorrow, of course. I need to work through that tomorrow. So I want to go to bed not too late tonight because I need to get up early to be working on the New Vegas all of next week. And like I was saying earlier, we've also got a lot of other big videos that need to be worked through. There is a big Dread Delusion coming up next week. There is a big Prison Escape Simulator digging a hole game for the week after that. So we've got some big videos we need to be working on. So this is kind of like... This is more like, just pretend this is more like a video. We even turned the super chat off. We kind of, turned the super chat off so it'd be more video-like. So basically, just, let's all pretend this was an FTL video right here. Just a little short stream for us right here. So we can, you've got all your usuals. You've got Fallout New Vegas, You Only Live Once. Stuff gets a bit nuts in Fallout New Vegas, You Only Live Once, as Claire can attest. Yep. Stuff gets a tiny bit nuts in Fallout New Vegas, You Only Live Once. I think I said, would you say 3 or 4 times? I have never seen that happen before.
I think 3.
3. Yeah, things go a bit weird.
In
Fallout New Vegas.
Cock for Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
For YOLO.
We have got a surprise I legally can't talk about next Wednesday. You've got all your usual Shogun 2s. Loving Shogun 2, which is brilliant to see. Brilliant to see. Dread Delusion should be coming up next week. Next Thursday, we should be back on the live streams. Claire gets her turn. Though I figured out the rules we're going to be playing by the way, which is Claire. But here's the thing. Claire is basically the world's most boring human being. So as a result, what she will do
I mean, you're the one who's chosen to be here for 16
She
years,
will do a
whatever.
12-hour-long stream where she spends 10 minutes deciding where to put every building one by one, literally cooking min-maxing cooking Islanders' New Shores.
It's the point of the game.
Yeah.
The point of the game is to get the maximum
Now, here's
points.
the other thing. If Claire's actually better than me at the game, then she'll be able to beat my score in the same time it took me to get to that score. So Claire has to get to my score in the same length of time it took me to get to my score, or she loses. Because, she'll have just been going too slow.
Because John decided that, his way of playing the game...
Claire, if you're better at me than playing the game, you'll be able to easily...
Well, I'm also better at you than talking.
You'll easily be able... What did I just say?
That better at me than.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, better than me at. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
It took me a second. If in the Claire should easily be able to get the same score I did in the same time, because if she's better at playing the game, she should be able to do that. That's how I think. Completely fair way to rig the competition. Absolutely. Claire's going to win anyway, FYI. 100%. Plus, it's going to be more exciting because we can literally have an ongoing thing. Like, has Claire got to the right score at the right time?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Currently, I think my high score is something like
90,000?
Is it?
I think you were saying about 90.
I don't know, but I'm about 3,000 something in the global rankings.
You can't even get past 3,000. It's pretty sad, really.
I just made Island 10 for the first time.
Yeah.
So yes, indeed.
So I think Claire, I'd say, let's make it a bit more interesting and say Claire can't just spend 10 minutes putting down every piece. She's actually got to play, like, speed chess. Like, you would agree that chess between grandmasters is a fair game. Well, in that, they use timers. And we're going to do precisely the same. We're just going to basically play by professional chess rules, but with islanders. It's totally fair and legit. We should have an on-screen Doom timer counting down while flashing red.
Okay, that.
And they should be like cheating. A Lego Masters style thing where when there's an hour left, it flashes red and there's a klaxon.
Okay, you can do a 1 hour klaxon jump scare. That's allowed.
Yeah.
But you can't put a Doom timer on the screen.
Yeah,
Like, you know exactly.
And it should have the 24 style ticking boop, 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 but like constantly. Like absolutely constantly.
No,
yes.
John.
Yes. This isn't even how I'm planning to cheat. How I'm planning to cheat is like, try and unnerve Claire, bring up things she's going to want to discuss, because Claire is not spectacular at multitasking. So if I can distract her by getting her talking about other things, she won't be able to focus on the game, then I win. That's how I'm planning to cheat, FYI. That's how I'm planning to cheat.
I love how you're saying that, I'm not great at multitasking when literally this only came up because I said to you, we'll be completely alright because I can make up the time to think about where to put the pieces with the amount of time you just stopped playing to talk about Power Rangers.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with stopping to talk about Power Rangers. Go Power Rangers, Claire. Don't you ever stop. Go Power Rangers. There you go. That wasn't the normal Power Rangers. That was Dino Charge. Bonus points to anyone who said that they spotted that I wasn't doing the original Go Power Rangers. Then we diverted into Dino Charge there. There's so many versions of. Actually, you know what? I like the Dino Charge theme. Genuinely, I think it's like right up there with like Zeo as one of my faves. It's and Dino Thunder. Dino Charge has got a great theme. Like, too many themes were just, let's just remix Go Power Rangers. Boring. Dino Charge had a bit of Go Power Rangers, but it actually kind of really properly remixed it, which is nice. Oh, they've got power and a force they've never seen before. Yes, they do indeed. They do indeed. Unless you're not watching the first series, in which case you have broadly seen the power and the force before. Oh, brilliant. You can't beat that. You absolutely cannot beat the original Go Power Rangers. It's like the original gym theme in Pokemon. They just keep coming back to it because they realise no one can beat it. No one can ever beat it. So much for getting that video tomorrow. No, I'm going to stop talking Power Rangers. We're going to go eat some food. I'm actually really hungry as well. That's another reason I want to stop now, because I'm actually really hungry. I had an early lunch. Because I was thinking, okay, I need to stop and eat some lunch so I can figure out what we're going to do tonight. I thought, okay, we're just going to do a live stream tonight. So I had an early lunch, so I'm really hungry. Claire's nodding at me, but I thought she was trying to signal something to me.
Nope.
The Power Rangers rant has started. And don't get me started on Operation Overdrive. I actually don't hate Operation Overdrive as many people do. I think it's fun. It's got way too many villains and way too many twists. It could have just done with, like, focusing more on characters. Once a Ranger is genuinely good. Genuinely good two-parter Once a Ranger. Like, too many of the crossover episodes were just, oh yeah, here's the people from the last series. And that, let me tell you, that caused some continuity problems once Dino Charge has to live in a separate pocket dimension continuity because, we blew up the Earth and then had to go back in time and save the dinosaurs. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you might be fiddling with the timeline a bit there, guy. I haven't told you about what Dino Charge did in the finale.
I'm sure you have, darling.
So they messed up saving the world so badly, the Earth exploded. So they thought, okay, how are we going to fix this? I know, given our enemies are dinosaur themed, we're going to go back in time and stop the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs.
No, you know what we need to do in order to see who wins is we've got to get you start talking about Power Rangers and we're going to time you. And if you can finish your story about Power Rangers before my dad finishes telling a joke, then you win.
I'm just flipping saying you don't go back in time and stop the meteorite that killed the dinosaurs and expect to still be allowed to live in the same continuity as everybody else. You can't do that, but they just did. Oh, here we are, we're the Dino Charge Ranger. We're going to show up anyway. It's like, I'm sorry, you live in a different dimension, and a really different one. Your dimension diverged pretty heavily, like from many millions of years ago. Heckle was good, though. Heckle was a good character, so all is forgiven. In fact, there were lots of good characters. Lots of good characters in Dino Charge. I could do without Keeper. Keeper was whatever. But, like, for the most part, I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with any scenario where the flipping, mentor figure voice in their ear gets to become a ranger. That's fine. Though I do prefer it when the comic relief gets to become a ranger, which is why RPM is superior to Jungle Fury. Why didn't Fran get to be a ranger? Fran should have been a ranger. They clearly were setting it up at some point. And why didn't flipping Spike's son get to be a ranger? In flipping Samurai. What were you even doing, Samurai? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not have enough space with your multiple red rangers to just slip flipping Spike in?
Oh, no. I just got a punchline. You are out of time.
Why wasn't Spike allowed to be a Power Rangers in Samurai? What was he even there for? Why were you having Bulk trade Skull's son in ninja stuff if he wasn't going to become a Power Ranger? Why would you introduce a previously never before mentioned sister and some random guy who's just there and has a more... Why would it not be? Save it for the next stream. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, let's transition smoothly. Whoa! Back to the FTL Captain's Edition thing. We're going to go have some dinner because I'm really hungry and it's going to take me so long to edit Fallout tomorrow. If it comes out at 10 PM, it's a miracle. It's going to take me all day to edit it. So I need to go eat and then go to bed so I can get up early so I can work on that, which is why we're doing height. And Ted has also come over and wants a cuddle and probably some sausages as an extra treat.
Ooh.
And maybe an outing.
He says he wants to cuddle everyone in the chat.
Yeah, hi, Ted. Don't tell the girls what happened to them earlier in the stream. They might be annoyed. Thank you all so very much for joining us this very short little last-minute stream that once again only happened because I'm incompetent and recorded 2 things in a row that were so long I literally couldn't get them ready for this evening. But that means you will be getting them over the next week and a half. Nothing's been lost. It's just been, delayed a little bit. So all of that's coming very, very soon indeed. There's plenty of Origin in the calendar, which is great because Claire's mum and dad are coming to visit. So that's what we need. There's way more Origin in the calendar than there has been for probably years. Like, how long has it been since it's been that much?
Yeah, no, seriously.
More than that. Hey, sweetheart. Hi, Ted, you're licking my toes. That's weird. I love you, Ted. Hello, do you think my feet smell nice? Usually, you're just licking my toes for some reason. Yeah, weirdo dog. We're going to go now. Thank you so much for joining the series. Thank you very, very much to everyone who has come to hang out. I think we had a great run for the fact I didn't know what any of the bloody encounters did. It's good. It basically, Captain's Edition is just FTL, but, like, remixed a bit and with more stuff. And so I don't know what all the events are, which is delightful. Maybe we'll do a bit more of this at some point. Next time we want to do an FTL stream, we might well bring Captain's Edition back. Try again. Maybe not lose both our cats in the first sector. It's hard to flipping say. Thank you very, very much for joining us this evening. And yes, hopefully you join us next Thursday for Claire's attempt to defeat me. I think she's going to choke and I'm going to win anyway. Onto the victory train for John. So hopefully, yes, we'll see you for that. And hopefully you just enjoy anything else we've got coming up over the next week. And yeah, as I say, Dread Delusion, Prison Escape Simulator, all coming up very, very soon indeed. So hopefully you're looking forward to all of flipping that. But in the meantime, I've been John.
I've been Claire. Ted is
under the desk. Willow is up on the windowsill. I don't know where Xena is, but she's probably somewhere. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been the delightful FTL Captain's Edition. Thank you very much, and have fun.
Willow!